Miss Butler.
Burn the light.
Now we sitting here on the Panamanian patio terrace. What do y'all call these?
Balconies.
Balconies.
It's a balcony.
Just chilling,
What's up, y'all?
doing nothing.
Nah, I'm doing something.
We're actually just talking about music. Cedric was like, we haven't did one. The funny thing is, we used to do these all the time, which is
Just
sit and talk.
Shoot the stuff.
Shoot and talk, sit and talk. This is Saturday. We probably won't even get nobody that want to join in, and that's fine. We just sitting here. We're doing nothing. Whoever you are, we're doing nothing.
Absolutely nothing. But we appreciate you spending time on a Saturday. It's a real Saturday, too.
Yeah, just came back from the train. I shouldn't say just. We've been
train,
back.
yeah,
With
man.
the train ride been over.
Yeah, we've been spending some hours since then.
Yeah. And it was good. It really was. I mean, it was 2 hours one way, 2 hours another. If you ever get a chance to go,
What train you talking about, Cass?
bring a jacket. It's cold. That air works.
Yeah, man. Don't think just because you're on a train that AC ain't kicking. Man.
That air works.
It was a foot locker.
Yeah, the air works, y'all. It was chilly on the Panamanian train going from the start of the Panama Canal to basically where it ends in Cologne, or start maybe. Turned around and came back. It doesn't turn around. It just goes in reverse. So whatever side you're on, you're gonna see the same side, the same view, unless you get up and go move around.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's kind of good if you sit with somebody else, that if y'all kind of want to see the different sides, to have one person sit on one side and the other person sit on the other side. Hey there.
But it's only 2 seats on one side.
Yeah, but if you go with a group. So ideally, okay, so y'all that's listening, ideally, this is what we were saying. Our goal was to get all of the brigade to meet there. Now, keep in mind, we've never been either. A lot of the things that we're experiencing, Cedric and I ain't never did. We saw it, but now we've been.
That's right.
So when the brigade does this again, we're going to ask that everybody wait in the lobby, in the train station together. So when we all get there, we can all board and enter the same train car. Because we like to turn up.
That's
we
right.
got our own little thing that we do. We're going to be loud and we're going to trip. We're going to play cards.
Some of them going to be loud.
Dominoes. I had everything. Funny thing is, in my backpack, I had dominoes. He wasn't going to play, so I didn't pull him out because I was going to beat his butt. I had Uno. No, I had the Uno out. I didn't bring him.
And she touched him and didn't bring him.
And then I had this card called Black Card Revoke. Y'all ever played that? It's fun.
It's culturally biased.
It's Black Card. It's Black Card Revoke. That's what it is. So what's up from LA? What's up, Leander, Texas? Very familiar with Leander. Yes, you do get to eat on the train. Alicia Whitehead, girl, you all about that food. Ola, New Jersey. So what's eat? All right, so the first group of things that come around is purchase beverages. So it's sodas, juice, coffee. No, coffee is complimentary. Water, and then like Ruffles, Cheetos, Pringles, Oreos. It's snacks.
It's snacks.
It's snacks. It's candy store snacks. And then about almost in Cologne, they bring you a complimentary snack box that has peanuts, some more Pringles, some raisins. What else was in there, Cedric? Like a chocolate
raisins.
Chocolate candy.
No, raisins.
I said the raisins. That was in there. And that's free. So by almost when you make it to Cologne. So if you want some food,
you ain't gonna get
something that had a mama and a daddy, you need to bring that with you.
Yeah, man.
So you need to bring that. That's not going to be there. So, Lord, somebody already. We're going to have to hide you. You get ready to get blocked.
Wait. What?
Put user in timeout. There we go.
What did he do?
He in timeout. He's talking about touching his body parts. You know, spam.
No. Can't do that.
Yeah, no, buddy. So, question, is mold a big issue in Panama? Depends on where you stay.
That's right.
Clovens?
And it
Is
does
that your
have
name?
everything
Clovens?
to do with where you stay.
So, it depends on where you stay. By that, I mean the closer you are to the water. It's a cloudy day here. We just had a nice rain. So, in case you're wondering.
Obviously, that's Doug. Hey, what's up, y'all?
So, it just finished raining. Actually, it is really still misty.
No, it ain't misty. It's still raining.
Yeah, it's still raining. It's been raining. It started raining when we were on the train about 11 o'clock a.m. And it's still really raining right now. So if you're close to the water, and so back there is the water. I know sometimes it's hard for people to tell. It looks like the sky. But honestly, behind those buildings, that's water. Don't think it's the sky. That's actually water for us. So if you're close, by that they mean if you're
building on the water.
Basically, if your building is right there, it's been advised to us from local Panamanians, and I'm going to always talk to them in regards to that they lived here. If you're anywhere of 2 miles inward from the coast, so if you're 2 miles and further back, mold is not an issue in newer buildings. In newer buildings. If it's an older building,
the favorite slogan here is "It depends."
If it's an older building, it's not necessarily, and that's whether it's by the water or inward. An older building could also have mold because it's been closed up. They might not have had nobody living in it. They might not have had anybody had AC, so it's been closed up. There could be mold.
And there are people with no AC.
There are a lot of people here with no ACs. Dub is right. So mold can be a problem. I wasn't trying to be evasive on your question, but yes, it can be. Is it a problem with us? No. We're not close to the water. We can see the water. We're not close to the water.
In this big park.
We also have a park next to us. That's Parque Omar, in case y'all didn't see that down there. I know you've seen it on our videos, but all of that is Parque Omar. Think of Central Park in New York. And Parque Omar goes all the way back there. I mean, literally, to walk the outskirts all the way around, the outer perimeter is a little bit around 3 miles. And then there's an inside track that takes you about 2 miles. So it's a big park. So the park soaks up a lot of water. Obviously, trees and vegetation needs water. And we keep our AC on. So we keep at least one AC on. I don't want to hear about everybody talking about that's such a waste of money. Cedric can always say, how you going to spend our money? How do you spend my money for an electric bill?
Yeah, we good.
I would rather have an electric bill and no mold.
Yeah,
so
mold cleanup.
I don't want to do a mold cleanup either. So we keep, when we leave long term or any time, if we're going to be going a long time, we keep at least one AC on at all times. And it's on high. We keep it on about 78.
Yep.
We keep all the doors open, particularly in the bathroom, and all the cabinets open. So there's ventilation going throughout the condo, even when we're not here for 1 month, 2 months, so we don't have to deal with it. Hello, my favorite couple. What's up, David? Hello, Jorge Mercado. You'll be here next spring break. So March, I'm assuming 2026. You're coming, huh?
Yes.
Jorge, you want to visit Daiquiri 23? Everybody should visit Daiquiri 23. Everybody should put it on their list. Come to Daiquiri 23.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why we like Daiquiri 23. One of the reasons is, number one, it reminds you of home. And I said in one of our videos when we sat there, we were interviewing Mr. Carter, it reminds you of the Cheers TV show. Yeah. You know, you come in, everybody go, hey, Norm.
Everybody know your name.
Hey, Cass. And if you don't know anybody, we say, hey, family. We realize that we're in a Panamanian country. Obviously, it's Panama. We're in a Spanish-speaking country.
¿Qué pasó?
It's Panama. But there's nothing like sometimes going around and being around people that sound like you, they look like you, they're familiar with you, they know your particular home country. I'm sorry, there's just nothing wrong with that, and it's fun. It's also great to go smack talk. I'm a football fan. What's up, Dallas Cowboys? So,
how about them boys?
You know, it's good to be around sports environments and talk about sports and that kind of stuff. So, and plus the food is good and the drinks are good and the staff is great. But hey, y'all stay tuned. Daiquiri 23 got some stuff brewing. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
Stay tuned. Mr. Carter, if you watching, they going to be happy with what's brewing, aren't they? They going to be happy.
Outstanding.
You guys are living it up. You think so, Jorge?
Yeah.
You know what? We're living our dream.
Facts.
We're living our dream. We dreamed of this. We prayed for this. We saved for this. Yeah. We sacrificed for this.
Sure did.
We said no
I said no.
We said no to a lot of things that we wanted to hear a yes on. And
She said, "Ooh, Gub, I'm so glad I listened to you."
fast forward, he was able to make it happen. So all those trips in our 30s when our friends were saying, I'm exaggerating, y'all, but it seemed like our friends were saying on a Tuesday, hey, let's go have lunch in Spain. We can't go. We're getting out of debt. We paying for our house. We getting our kids out of here. We couldn't do those. So
Facts.
those no's turned into yeses.
Ooh, white bird.
So that was cool. That those no's turned into yeses. Some kind of a band is playing, and it just so happened to be about the way the wind blows. Well, it's a drum line. I think it's a parade, and I'm almost sure it's a parade because I'm going to tell you why I think. Hold up, I know you said it, but I'm going to tell you why I think it's like a Cologne parade. Because when we were at a restaurant called Fat Lady, a gentleman that's there from Cologne said there's a Cologne festival going on. Like, yeah, there's a Cologne fest. I mean, that's what it's called, and it's going on somewhere.
It's on the causeway.
Yeah, but they could
what
be
you
doing
listening to now is the school down there. Is their drum line practicing? And
their
they're
drum line is pressing.
And they're underneath a tin roof building.
Hey, Cedric.
Yes.
I only think they can hear your music. Do y'all hear that? Yeah, nothing. We always point out when everybody say Panama is loud, in particular Panama City, we always sit there and go, no, it's not.
No, it can't be if you want it to be.
It can be. Listen. He gonna be that neighbor. That neighbor. Turn that music down. They gonna kick you out.
You gotta get up here first.
It's a beautiful day. So Cedric asked me a couple of minutes ago, what's been Luther Vandross's best duet?
What artist?
What artist? I said him and Gregory Hines. I loved So Amazing. And it wasn't because Gregory Hines was an amazing artist. He really couldn't sing that great. He wasn't that great of a singer. But that song was so pretty, and I thought they complemented each other well. Look at Cedric. He looking in people's windows, y'all.
No, man. Well, not yet. Not yet.
He looking in people's
But
windows.
look, if you live in a skyscraper, you should own some binoculars.
Yeah, he is looking in people's
Just saying,
windows.
nah, man.
You're not looking in people's windows?
Well, not right now. Not right now. I'm looking at the rain. I saw you and him walking in the rain.
And who sung that?
Orange Juice Jones, girl.
You know a second Orange Juice Jones song?
Ain't no second.
Luther Vandross
Ain't no second Orange Juice Jones.
Luther and Mariah. I agree with Endless Love. Yeah, I agree, John.
Hey, didn't Luther have one with Dionne Warwick?
Luther and Dion.
I'm asking. I
You
don't
got-
know. I'm asking.
Wait a minute. But Luther got his start being a background singer with Dion, didn't he?
That was with Change.
But wasn't he a background singer?
Yes, he was a background.
And other than
Change.
Dion's group?
I don't know about that.
I
thought
wanna say
Anita
Luther.
Baker was in that group, but I don't know if Dionne Warwick was in that group.
Oh, that was a heavy hitter. So Luther and Anita were in Change?
Yeah, what do you mean? Yes. Change. That's the name of the group. Change.
You just educated
Come
me.
on, man.
What the Change thing?
Girl, they had some hits. You remember play some of their hits?
Hey, did y'all know Betty White died? Not Betty White. Betty Wright. Right. Ooh, Lord, don't put that on Betty White. Lord, them Golden Girls. Yeah, not Golden Girls, y'all. Not Golden Girls. That lady, I think everybody making her hold on to see 100. I think she's knocking on 100.
I don't know.
No, I really do
heaven
that.
door, I know that.
I know. Don't do that. Don't be
Shit,
putting that lady
we
in
all
there.
knocking on, well, some of us ain't knocking on heaven door, knocking on hell door. But still,
No, Betty Wright, y'all. She passed. After the rain.
the clean up woman.
The clean up woman. Now that's what you ought to play. That's what you ought to play, Doug.
Tonight is the night.
Hey, Rick James and Tina Marie. Where that coming from?
Wait, where'd that come from?
Yeah, we said.
No, we didn't say duets. We said who was the artist that was best duetted with Luther Vandross. That's
Yeah.
what that was.
David Ford. Are you saying Betty White from Golden Girls already passed? I didn't think she had passed away, did
See,
she?
now she already in here.
No, I'm serious. I'm being real. I thought like for a minute she was like 99 or
You
something.
live in a bubble, baby.
Y'all know what? Cedric is telling the truth. When you here in Panama,
You live in a bubble.
you just,
You don't know what's going on in the rest of the world.
you kind of lose touch.
And that's a good thing.
What is y'all throwing out these random folks for? What about SWV? I'm being real. Y'all, the question was,
Luther ain't
what
never saying that with SWV.
Luther Vandross duet? Who was Luther Vandross' best duet? So you saying
With.
Luther Vandross? With.
With.
Who was his best duet with? That's what we're saying. Okay, so only One Fly Art Design. You got to help me. Are you saying that he did a song with SWV? You gonna make me look that up. Let me look. Doug supposed to be on Google over there.
Nah, man, I ain't got a phone on me, man.
Let me see. Luther Vandross and SWV.
I'm enjoying this rain. Now, remixes by DJ don't count. He actually had to sing the
Okay,
song.
he said, or One Fly Art Design said there is one with Dion.
I thought so.
Oh, it came in on the late side. No, you good. Okay, but for real, somebody, David Ford, you saying Betty White already passed. Let me see. Okay, first off, let me check and see that Luther have one with SWV. Because I don't know. You know.
I'm an SWV fan. I don't remember that. I mean, it must have been on an album I ain't got. And I thought I had all that stuff.
Nah, it ain't saying he got one.
I mean, Luther been gone for a while.
No, it don't say he has one.
And I don't think SWV was.
Yeah, somebody's saying Betty White is gone. I know Betty. Like I said, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to put the lady in. Wow, she sure did. She passed in 2021.
Oh, she
Wow,
went
it's
through
been
COVID.
a minute.
Yeah, man, that was COVID.
Yeah, we don't know if that was
I didn't
COVID.
say she died of COVID. I said she died during COVID.
Yeah, right.
There's a
during that.
difference.
You're right. Betty's gone. Y'all right.
That's why you ain't see no Golden Girl reunion.
So, but yes, Betty Wright,
The cleanup woman.
the cleanup woman after the pain. Man, it's so many. Everything. She had so many.
Just soaps.
We just saw her also, she did a lot of touring with the Zap Band.
She was their manager.
She was their manager.
That's right.
Don't know if y'all know that. Betty Wright was the Zap Band's manager. We just saw her with them on the Old School Cruise. Y'all ever heard of Old School Cruise? Those that are out there? We got any cruisers? We got any cruisers out there? Well, one thing that y'all know about Dub and I, we chase music. We love music. If, like we have just said in our videos, if we miss anything about the States besides family, y'all know that's going to always be a given. It's that we go to a lot of live concerts in Texas, or not in Texas. We travel. We go to all over the place. And there's just not, Panama is not known yet to bring world-renowned artists here for music.
Not yet.
There's local music, but it's not on the stop like jazz, Capital Jazz Fest, or R&B festivals and that kind of stuff. So we do miss that. So,
Sea breeze.
but Old School Cruise. So Old School Cruise, it sails out of LA, San Pedro, California. It up until next year, it was typically
3-day, 2 ships.
3-day cruise, 2 ships sailing side by side. It was Carnival and the Royal. But now, what's up, Dr. LaMedia? On Fly Yard Design is saying, what? 50 Cent was there. Now, that ain't what we mean by chase music. Baby! Now, hold up. I did see 50, and he put on a heck of a concert a couple of years ago in Dallas. When we say concerts, baby, give me some of them artists that was on the Old School Cruise. All right, so Old School Cruise that sailed out, it had Zap Band. It had Heat Wave. It had Sister Sledge. It had Tone Loc. It had DJ Quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you love DJ Quick.
It had Lakeside.
Yeah.
It had the group SOS Band.
Yep.
It had the Barcades. If that's helping you out there. So yeah, that wasn't no 50 Cent.
No, it wasn't no 50 nothing.
So that's what was, again, just Evelyn Champagne King. I think I said that, not sure. That's some of the artists that's on the Old School Cruise. And the artists are on the cruise the whole time.
Yeah,
Very similar to the Tom Joyner Morning Show cruise, except it's a mixed ethnicity and nationality of Hispanics as well as African Americans. It's like a brown party on water.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of love.
Like about 50-50.
It's about a 60-40 split between the Latin culture and the black culture, and it's beautiful. It's great. It is absolutely wonderful. Dr. Lamedia, yes, I am here. By the way, I already got with Mr. Jimenez and Mr. Ramsey. You got it going on. You got a double jeopardy team. Had our first Zoom call, and I tell you, your instructions, amazing. Follow them to the T. Hope to meet you soon, and you will. You have a team. Y'all, I know that Dub and I, we speak in regards to Omar Ramsey, obviously, as our real estate advisor of choice, and Marcos Jimenez, by way of CLP Associates, as our attorney team of choice. You will hear us say over and over again, we don't care who your team is, have a team. You don't have to follow our team, but have a team. And we've even given you the questions to ask them to see if they're going to be right to be on your team. We've given you the questions. The people who we hire may not be right for you, but you're going to find who's right for you. And that's the key. Get you a team. Get you a team. Ma'am, is it true black don't crack? I don't know where you're coming from with that.
Girl, you look good. That's what he's trying to say.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, man.
Don't I look the same in my videos? Are you saying my live I look different?
No, you look the same, girl.
I think I look the same.
It's verified.
I think I look the same.
It's verified.
You know what I'm going to say? I know I look the same over all the years. I'm going to tell you how I know. When people see me, who I went to elementary school with, in a place outside of Dallas, Texas called the Colony, Texas. It's about an hour outside of Dallas. When they see me, and I haven't seen them since kindergarten, first grade. I have not seen these people since kindergarten, first grade, second grade. They'll walk past me and they'll be like, I'm sorry, but did you go to school in the Colony?
That ain't too hard of a question. There were 4 of y'all that were black.
Is your name Cassandra? I'm like, man, I haven't changed.
No.
Haven't changed since first grade.
But what does she hear the most? Oh, that's so cute. You out with your dad.
I do not hear that. Y'all, don't be making Dub feel like that. Don't y'all be telling him he look like
That's
my dad.
That's messed up, man.
John is going to be here in December. John, you're coming a great time. John, has everybody told you how beautiful Panama is in December? Panama City in particular?
Man, Panama City is beautiful any time of the year.
So one of the better times to come, if you can plan on it, is to be here during the Christmas holiday. John, you're going to also be able to bring in our New Year's Day celebration. Are you familiar with what we're doing on that, John? So our New Year's Day. Y'all know we old.
No, New Year's Eve Day.
New Year's Eve celebration. So for New Year's Eve, December 31st, the Brigade, Dub, and Cass are hosting a free Noon Year's Eve celebration. So we are going to kick it, and we're going to drop the ball at 12 noon. So doors open at 11. At 12, we're going to drop the ball, and we're going to stay partying until 2. So from 10 to 2 p.m., and you're done. And you can go home and take a nap. You can be done celebrating, and you can go celebrate some more.
That's right.
So that's what we're going to do. It's a free event.
Oh, and you're going to love the music.
Yeah. So in case y'all haven't been watching all of our videos where we have the DJ Mario Prince going to be on the ones and the twos. The ones and the twos. Doctor is coming December 1st through 12th. I understand. You're moving your business. I love it. We're going to move into Panama, so we'll celebrate with y'all in a year or so, God willing. We understand. So, yeah, we're going to have a Noon Year's celebration. We're going to do everything like you'll normally do at midnight. It's just we're going to count down to 12 noon.
Because some of us is too old to be up till midnight.
And if we feel like it and we feel like getting back out and going back out and kick it, we will. But if we don't, we'll be good and safe and good to go. But yeah, to be here in Panama during December through January, it's a great thing.
But if you go back here through November through January, it's even better.
Yo,
there's a whole bunch of
Wayne
holidays.
Perry.
Hey!
Talking about Skip. Did you say there were only 4 of them in the colony?
Yeah.
It was not.
Counting her and her sister.
It was more than 4.
All right, 6.
It was more than 4.
It was less than a dozen of y'all in the whole town.
Oh, Lord.
Who was the first black cheerleader in the college? You! Folks know I ain't cheer. They know I didn't cheer. I will cheerleaders, but I ain't cheer.
Where's my card game at? This would be fun to ask this one.
Man, that's
No,
not
this
right.
would be fun. That was a fun game.
You can ask questions and everything. You don't need no card game, girl.
So that would be oh no. Okay, so what's one hood thing that you grew up eating as a child that really was like, what they call it, like it's a po-po food. It's a financially challenged food that you really didn't know it was a financially challenged food. You just ate it.
Ooh, I know. Cornflakes in the white and black box, and all it said was cornflakes.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna say bologna sandwiches, and I love me a good bologna sandwich.
Fried bologna sandwich.
Fried bologna sandwich,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you had to cut it. See, somebody else already said bologna. You had to cut it.
That country ham.
You had to cut it, and you let it bubble up, and get that black rim around it. Ooh,
Nah, that was burnt. That
baby.
was burnt. Now,
And toast me some bread
you
and
burnt
put
your-
me some mustard on that toasted
Oh,
bread
mustard.
with that bologna
Oh, man, you
sandwich.
don't put the mustard on there. No.
I know I'm not the only one.
No, you ain't the only one. But
Alicia said a mayonnaise sandwich.
Mayonnaise.
Ooh,
You
mayonnaise
said,
sandwich.
You said the hood. Mayonnaise. Yes, ma'am. You're right.
David Ford said spam. Don't get him
Hey,
started.
no.
Don't get him started
Oh
on
no,
spam.
man! I ate so much spam as an adult. I said never again, and I haven't had spam since.
Don't get him started on
Oh, my
spam.
God. One, you should never eat meat that comes out of a key.
What's
in a
up,
can.
HJ Young? You gonna be here this Thursday until Sunday.
Come on down.
Good time, good time. We can't wait to see y'all. Can't wait to see y'all. So sometimes we get asked also during the course of what is there to do? Y'all, what isn't there to do?
Oh.
But if you want standard things to do, what you know about bologna sandwich living in the college? Wayne Perry, whatever. Don't get started. Don't get started. Baby, I love me some bologna.
Her people wasn't always from the colony, Wayne.
Yeah. You know, I like some hood food, or as I say,
Well,
financially
no.
financially challenged. Like I was telling Cedric, and he didn't even remember. A sugar sandwich. And he was like, what is
A
you
sugar
talking
sandwich?
about?
No,
It was
man.
a sugar sandwich.
No.
Nobody remembers
Bread,
a sugar sandwich.
because we didn't eat it.
Bread, butter, and sugar.
You ain't waste no sugar
And
on
you
no sandwich.
put it in the back in the oven because we didn't have no microwave. You gotta toast it up. You let it toast up, and it's like sugar toast.
Hey man, black people didn't do that.
I'm telling you.
Black people didn't do. Hey, if you had extra sugar, you were making Kool-Aid. Point blank.
It was a sugar sandwich.
You ain't get no damn sugar can.
I had a sugar sandwich.
Let your folks see you putting sugar on some
I
bread.
did. I
See what
did.
happens. You just beat the brakes
I
off.
sure did. Any General Hospital fans out there? Did y'all know that? I done forgot his name already.
See, it wasn't that important.
No, it was. I just done forgot his
You
name. We were
can't-
talking
but
about.
he
Yeah, this
important,
ain't
but you
about.
don't remember his name.
This ain't talking about that everybody died. I mean, I know Betty White
You
did.
listed 2 people already that dead.
I know, but hold up.
Actually
his
3,
name?
because Luther gone.
We ain't talked about Luther. We're talking about
We did
music.
talk about Luther.
We're
We
talking
didn't
about
he
music.
was dead,
But I had started to say about DJ Mario is our DJ for the New Year's Eve party. So if you didn't know that, if you don't know who DJ Mario is, I got to sit there and wonder, you been watching us?
you better ask somebody. That boy bad.
Yeah, DJ Mario from LA. What's up, Mario Prince? So if you ever seen any of our videos and stuff, that's our DJ.
That boy is nice.
No, not Luke Spencer. That's not who it was. It was what's his name? I'm trying to find Robert Scorpio. Robert Scorpio, General Hospital. He was like the
Hey, most dudes don't know nothing about soap opera.
he was like the bad guy. He kind of like wanted to be a gangster.
You either is a gangster or you
Yeah,
ain't.
Robert
Ain't no one be.
Scorpio.
And wait a minute, what gangsters do y'all know that's on soap opera? None. Real gangsters don't be in soap opera.
Grace to Change. Having fun on Saturday. Sorry, went off topic. I saw a clip of about a monsoon rain in Panama. Okay.
No, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get okay. So right now it's like rain. It is rainy season,
It
but the
is.
peak of rainy season
Decent.
is September. You throwing out dates? September and October. It's the 2 months that we won't be here. Just
gosh
like
darn
in
it.
the United States, things are changing, y'all. Whether you believe in global warming or not, y'all know
believes in you.
places are having earthquakes that never had earthquakes. Places are having hurricanes that never saw hurricanes. Places are doing.
And we ain't gonna have no hurricane.
Yeah, it's the
I
same
promise.
thing. So, It was a yes. He was a detective, Alicia.
But how the detective
Yes.
gonna be a gangster?
But he was. He turned bad, or his whole goal was to get the other guy that came with the dark. I can't remember these
But
folks'
that
name
was
because
a
I ain't
good cop
watched them.
gone bad. That ain't
Yeah,
gangster.
I haven't watched them in like
Gangsters ain't
30
cops.
years. But
And
anyway,
cops ain't gangsters.
there are no monsoons. So if you're thinking Thailand, if you're thinking that, that's months. So when
Thailand, yeah.
the rainy season in Panama, it doesn't mean that there's floating water. Okay, hold on. Let me not say Panama.
'Cause
Panama
water do float.
City. Panama City. You get to some of these rural country, rural, I say rural, you say rural, I say rural.
That's the right pronunciation.
Rural country
words.
places that don't have good drainage, then you are going to see water floating
Shit,
down
you
the
see
street.
some streets that ain't got good
But
drainage.
majority of Panama City
It's good.
is great. You're not going to see water sitting up to your knees because that's what we consider monsoons.
No,
So
that's what you
I consider
monsoon.
if it can lift a car, that's a monsoon.
That's a flash flood, man.
That's not going on.
Folks
It's
in
not.
San Antonio can tell y'all about flash flood. Right, P?
It's not continuous rain, like pouring down. It's gonna rain as the rainy season gets worse. It's more rain than it is dry. That's what they mean. So instead of you just having an umbrella, we leave. Y'all get y'all backpacks. Have you a
Always have your
small umbrella or a rain jacket, and you good.
You better have an
You're
umbrella.
good.
You have a rain jacket, that rain gonna be beating like bullets. So don't do that.
Wayne warning folks talking about that if they plan on hanging with us, they better eat their Wheaties. Yeah, we stay gone, y'all.
Yeah, man.
So that's what I had started to say. People always ask, so what is there to do in Panama? And I said, go first off, what's there not to do? But if you want continuous things, so for those of you that are like, hey, it's a brigade doing stuff. We plan stuff, but we don't do stuff every day. We do stuff in spurts. But typically we're doing group activities. You say what, said 8 to 10 times a month?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I would say 8 to 10 times a month,
Yeah.
there's a planned group activity.
But we gotta go out and find stuff for
well,
brigade to do.
there's 30 days in a month.
That's right.
So you might be sitting there
Time.
going, well, there's 22 more days. Well, consistently, no matter what the brigade is doing, let me help you out. Sundays, Daiquiri 23 is always doing Soul Food Sunday. What's Soul Food Sunday? Well, soul food, oxtails. Sometimes they might have collard greens. They're gonna have your shrimp and grits. They're gonna have your jerk chicken. They're gonna have your fried chicken.
And they're about to have your NFL. Because the season's
Yeah.
about to start.
So the NFL games they have the NFL Network. So there isn't a game that won't play. That's Sundays. On Mondays, typically that's a meet and greet. Sometimes with Charlotte Van Horn's group, Meet Beep, but it's not a standard Monday. So I'm trying to give you standard days of stuff. Tuesdays is Umami. That's UMAMI. If you like live music, it is a very quaint and intimate location that holds about 40 people, but it is live music place. There's a local band. Not only will they mix it with Latin flavor, then you might hear some R&B, but it's a live band. Wednesdays is game night back at Daiquiri 23 again. That's also when Beep does a lot of that. There's black expats in Panama, in case you're going, what's Beep? They typically would do a show at Emotions, which is a theater inside the Hilton
Dinner club
on Avenue Balboa. Thursdays back at Umami again. Whatever band doesn't perform on Tuesdays, the other band performs on Thursday, and it's a little bit more upbeat whole band, saxophone, horn section, drum, the whole nine. Did I do Wednesday's game night at DAC? Did I say that?
Did,
Okay.
But you didn't say what in game night. Spades,
So game night is
dominoes.
anything you can think of you can play a game with. Any
Uno.
is cards, Scrabble, whatever.
Dice.
Yeah, ain't no
Anyway.
dice. Fridays is karaoke if you want to do that at Daiquiri 23. And why I keep naming Daiquiri 23? Because if you want to be around expats and you want to get to know people, if you're coming here and you're like, hey, where the
You don't know
expats
nobody.
at?
Right.
And you don't know nobody, you're going to always find somebody at Daiquiri 23.
That's right. That's right.
That's why I keep throwing out Daiquiri 23. It's not the only place.
Now,
I'm just telling you, for those that always ask, that's on our feed and sit
You'll
there and
feel
go,
like home at that.
where are expats at? Where expats are always there. They're also at El Trepeche. They're at La Tapas. I mean, there are other places, but I'm giving you places that are more than just a restaurant.
but yeah, those
Where-
places are just restaurants.
Yeah, they're just restaurants.
Once you done eating, you got to go.
And then, so I said Fridays was karaoke. Saturday is typically whatever you kind of didn't want to do at that
Run the
point.
street.
But I'm giving you also 2 websites. Those of you that are in the U.S., if you can register for them in the U.S., you want to. I don't know if you can because we registered for them here. So
Use your
I don't know.
VPN. Put yourself in Panama.
One is Me Eventos, MIEVENTOS.com. The other one is Passline.com, PASSLINE.com. What are those? Think Eventbrite. So if you order things, if you like to see events that are local, so it's almost like Think Eventbrite meets Meetup. So you're going to see free events, and then you're going to see shows, you're going to see plays, you're going to see concerts, you're going to see day parties, you're going to see all of that. So if you're ever wanting to know what there is to do, that's where you want to go. One Fly Art Design was asking soul food where. Again, like I said, there are 3 different places for soul food. So there's soul food as far as black folk soul food, and then you're going to have a lot of Caribbean flavor soul food. So then they're different. So Daiquiri 23 has American soul food, and then you're going to also have a couple of different Jamaican restaurants that also have Caribbean places that are really good. They're really good. I can't think of the
American
one.
barbecue.
Yeah. Ooh. Did y'all see?
Found one yesterday. Yeah.
Say the second website again. Yes, Passline, PASSLINE. So it is Me Eventos and Passline. If you can register for those in the States, do that, and you're going to be able to see all kinds of events. It's kind of like the local Eventbrite.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Inexpensive.
Like for instance, tomorrow we're doing a reggae brunch. It's a reggae brunch and pool party. If you're on Instagram, go to Instagram and put reggae brunch, reggae rum brunch. I think is what it's called in Panama. You're gonna see some videos. Let's just say that this is grown folk party. Half dressed, but it's grown. Everybody legal. Cedric already said he gonna wear his shades tomorrow.
Everybody legal.
By that I mean what's going on is legal. Like it's not go to the back of the room
Well,
stuff.
first of all, the drinking age here in Panama is 18.
Yeah.
Second of all, the oldest profession in the world is legal here.
It is what it is.
So it is what it is.
So, but yeah, it is a real pool party. It's not a pool party where folks gonna be standing around. It's a pool party where folks are really in the pool.
Get in the pool.
They're in the pool. They're gonna be wet.
I'm gonna get my hair wet.
So if you're on Instagram and those tickets, what they started at just to get in, if you just want to just get in, they were $7. The VIP at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you the math.
Always get the VIP.
Because they say girl math is funny.
It is.
At the end of the day, VIP was $10, and I'm gonna tell you why. So here we go, girl math. They only sold VIP in groups of 10. Okay,
$100, man.
in groups of 10. They only sold them in groups of 10. The tickets altogether, it was $300. So that's $30 a ticket. Are we all with each other? $30 a ticket.
If you got 30 people.
You get 10.
If we got 10 people,
10.
sorry.
When we had 10. So $30 a person. Each of those 10 people get a $20 drink bar credit. And your food at the buffet is free. So you get a $20 drink credit, you paid $30, that's $10. So your general admission, get in where you fit in, they ain't got no table for you, they have nothing for you, that's $7. You get 10 people, or if you were a couple and you get 8 more people, it basically ends up being $10. I don't care how you look at it, at the end of the day, it's $10.
Hey, did we get 8 people?
Yeah, we've been done.
Okay.
So,
I don't know.
So our group is we ended up getting 22 people. Remember, I had to go back and tell the other.
Asked out.
No, Cedric, it's 10 people. You keep on this be 10.
Yeah, you said 22.
We ended up getting 22.
10 divided
12. 12 were out.
Oh, it's 2 10s. That's 20. So then that'd be.
But we didn't do anything with we were only doing our one section, our section. Them other 12, y'all can. Hey, I told them, y'all, these other 12, y'all get together.
Yeah.
But everybody want to sit with us.
I want to sit with you.
Everybody want to sit with us. They always want to sit with us. It's very weird. It's very weird for us. And for those of y'all that happen to meet us, it's funny. They're always very cautious. They'll see us and eventually they'll say, do you mind if I take a picture with y'all? We never mind. But we want us to be very clear. If you take a picture with us, we're going to take a picture with you. We want to take a picture with you too.
Right.
Because if it wasn't for y'all,
we wouldn't be here. Not without our subscriber count.
nobody would be watching our channel.
Right.
So we're just as fond of y'all as I guess y'all tend to be fond of us. We're very fond of y'all. Who put that Raiders? Ain't no Raiders.
Oh. No.
Ain't no Raiders.
Nation.
Clobbins love. You know what, Raiders Nation? You would love that old school cruise.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Y'all,
Man, this packed with
y'all
Raiders
represent heart.
Sure do.
So another music festival that we like and we typically.
We didn't even name the Latin groups that be on the.
Oh yeah, we didn't get to the Latin group. So anyway, hold on. Let me go back to the old school cruise. So now that we're in Panama, Panama has a cruise. They're a major cruise port. They have not only are they a stop on cruises outside of the U.S., they also have some that originate from here. So Cedric and I were like, well, we actually have purchased our tickets for the 2026 old school cruise because it's also going to go longer and it's going someplace else.
5 days.
It's going to be 5 days. And so we were like, well, we're going to now be in Panama. Does it really make sense to fly to LA, to cruise to LA, or cruise out of LA? So we didn't do it. We canceled our tickets. And now there is it's not an old school cruise. I want that clear. But it is in January. January, a lot of the Butler Brigaders, we booked a cruise leaving out of Panama City. And it's going to be gone for 7 days. It's going to do Aruba, Curacao. It's a B. Is it Belize? It's a B. Was it Barbados?
Barbados.
Was it Barbados?
Barbados.
And then come back around. So we got about 12 Butler Brigaders that all got individual rooms. So y'all, it's going to end up being an old school cruise. So we going to turn up. I actually have different themes. We're going to have themes every night. So as it gets closer, y'all get ready. We're going to have fun. So
we're going to have fun.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. We're going to have a good time. Girls drink free. Yeah.
No.
So that's gonna be fun. So we're gonna do that. So if you go, it's on Royal Caribbean. It's Royal Caribbean. It's I think it's January. I'm gonna put it. I'll look it up when I go inside to get a drink. I'm gonna hand the phone to Cedric and I'm gonna give y'all the exact dates. But it's out of Royal Caribbean. But for those of y'all that would like the cruise, a lot of us are leaving and we're gonna be gone for 7 days. We're gonna cruise together. But the second festival, I'm gonna come back and tell y'all that one in a second. I gotta go get a drink because I'm talking. It's on you.
Man, she always talking. What up, y'all? All right.
You want something to drink? Some water?
Sure. Drink water. All right, let's talk, shall we? Okay. So it's raining out here, like she said. There's a lot of stuff to do in Panama. All right. So if you're a foodie, I know everybody eat, but everybody ain't foodie. But if you're a foodie, you can go to a different restaurant 3 times a day, every day, for months and never go to the same restaurant. That's for one. You got prices anywhere from your high-end Texas de Brazil, $50 a meal, down to your local Fonda, which is $6 for a full meal, and that includes a drink. So whatever you want to spend, that's what your budget is here in Panama. What's the cuisine like? Well, Panama is a melting pot of everybody. So we got everybody's food. Cuban, Mexican, American, some Panamanian stuff, Chilean, Korea, China. Everybody's food is here. It is good. But we happened on a barbecue joint yesterday. It's called Austin Mama or Mama Austin. I'm not really sure. She'll tell you what exactly it is. We did a video on it. Hey man, that barbecue good. I went from, I got like 5-6 grills at the house for those who have been to the house before, and I like to barbecue. But and I don't have a grill here, so I'm going through barbecue withdrawal. But I don't found a spot that's gonna take care of all our barbecue wishes and dreams and all that good stuff. So it's legit and inexpensive. I know she gets tired of me saying cheap, but it's inexpensive. Wow. Hey, and grapes. I'm on it. There we go. Look at she came through like a champ.
Whatever.
And she brought the good grapes too, so
Let me look up that date.
There we go.
Give me a minute.
So, hey y'all, and if y'all writing stuff for her to respond to, I ain't got my glasses on, so I can't see it. I'm trying to look, and I can't make it.
I'll tell them
It's scribbly lines, so I can't read it. That's okay. What else y'all trying to know? Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. We got a live audience here. They don't need to hear that.
I can sing.
You can't. I promise you can't. I'll pay her not to sing. It's like that, for real. So, what else? What were we saying?
Oh, well, you tell me. I was getting ready to tell them about Seabreeze.
She finna mention Seabreeze. No, she didn't tell me she was gonna tell y'all about Seabreeze, but okay, here we
It's
go.
gonna be the
I'm
second
finna
one.
give it to her, so here you go.
Hold up, I gotta look at the date of the other one.
It's in
Hold on.
April, man.
No, not Seabreeze. The one I was just trying to tell them
Seabreeze always in April.
about. Not Seabreeze, the cruise.
Oh,
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be able to tell y'all the date of that cruise.
One.
Somebody was
Good.
asking. I know they
oh,
do.
they real good. Golly. I know that's good.
Oh, you didn't realize that? No, them grapes are good.
Yeah, that's good right here. You about went to the. Oh yeah, I remember what you about to do. All right.
January 10th through 17th.
She that's throwing out a date has no
It's the
context
cruise.
of it.
January
Here you
10th
go.
through 17th.
You get the phone back. There you go. There you go. Get out them grapes.
Ooh, they cold. January 10th through 17th is the date that we're doing the Royal Caribbean cruise out of Panama, if that's something you would like to do. Austin Mamas was good, Sonny.
Oh yeah, awesome. Never.
It was good.
No, it's outstanding.
No, they're not seated. No, they're not. Wayne said I can sing.
Ooh, Wayne.
Thank P.
Ooh, Wayne. Come on, P. You ain't gotta do that, man. The door always open when you come down here.
It's back raining, y'all.
You ain't never stop.
There you go. Can you see the drops?
Nope.
There you go.
It's been raining for about 5 hours.
You all right over there?
Yeah, went down the wrong pipe. I gotta scrape in my lungs now.
There you go. So again, in case you're wondering, I said it again. The airport, if you follow my finger, is over that way. This here, all that greenery, is Parque Omar. Think New York City Central Park. One lap around it is almost 3 miles, almost. And then if you take the inside track, that's 2 miles. So basically, if you either walk the outside twice or walk out then in, you basically got your 5 miles. Very quiet. This is as loud as it get here. It's literally hearing this rain right now. It's loud. What else? That's the park. So that obviously is the skyline. If you were going, that bridge right there, I know it's raining, but I'm just kind of showing you that bridge is the tollway that takes you to Costa del Este. For those that are familiar with the neighborhoods of Panama, that's kind of like a gated community area. A lot of expats like living out there that definitely want homes. Don't say that. Back there, it looks like it's the sky, but that's actually the Pacific Ocean. That's water.
Y'all, if you live in a gated community in a different country, what do you call that thing?
Whatever.
Bougie? I'm just saying.
And then obviously this is the skyline. Over there is the financial district with some of those high rises back there.
It's JW Marriott.
That's the JW. You can't see it, but over there, I'm gonna get in, zoom in as much as I can. Up on that mountain, follow my finger. Where's my finger? There we go. Right there is Ancon Hill. That's where Dub almost lost his whole complete lung.
Thank you, Wayne Perry.
Darlene Taylor said no, baby. She calls it being blessed. So that's not. So there you. How far are we from Old Panama? Okay, good question. So I just showed you Ancon Hill over here. Let me go back over there. That's Ancon. I'm trying to get my finger back in the shot. So that's Ancon Hill. Ancon Hill is probably a mile. Really, it's in Old Panama. But we can be in an Uber. From an Uber, we can be in Costco Viejo in about 14, 15 minutes, no traffic. We got to remember about, I would say, 6 of those minutes is going to be entering Costco Viejo. We're in that area, but you got to get in there. There's a lot of one-way streets and a lot of traffic. Somebody said, "No, Dub, you're right. Expats in the gated community is called bougie." Wayne said that hill brought us closer together. Yeah,
that
it
hill
did.
brought us closer to heaven.
Yeah, you did. And
Because it almost killed me.
so that Airbnb, y'all hear us talk negatively about, again, our experience. Our experience. It's very loud. It's right there. That tall one that's already built. Staying over there and staying here, if that level of noise is a 10, this level of noise is a -0. And they're only about a mile apart. Your location is everything.
Fun fact, 0 can't be negative or positive. Just saying.
So, and obviously they're building a new high rise next to them. In case you're wondering, oh, that's an ugly building. What's that? Well, they're building one. Got a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of stuff.
There's a skyscraper going up.
Skyscraper go up, and I don't know what level of pay these construction people get here in Panama, but they build stuff fast. And this here is a previous president. So actually, I think when Cedric and I went to go get our e-cedula, we saw her on the board 3 times. So she's four. She's actually been the president of Panama. President, not mayor. She's been the president of Panama 4 times. So probably because it's raining, we can't see the actual armed police or their version of Secret Service. Typically, they're standing out, walking up and down. So when I say our street is safe, our street is safe. Yes, that street right there, that street truly leads you right in front of our building. That's our building street right there. We're on the same street as a previous president. And she ran for 4 terms. I shouldn't say ran. She was in office for 4 terms. So, and her helicopter picks up right here all the time. So being married to an aviation guy, he really likes the fact of being able to watch her get picked up a lot with her helicopter. At least 3-4 times a week, her helicopter comes in and picks her up. A lot of times when it's picking her up, I stop filming out of respect of her being the president. You know, I don't know, former president.
And we don't want no problem.
Yeah. So sometimes I'll record, but then I won't post it until she's gone. So let's see. Those that say that Panama has a trash problem, point this out to you. What do you call those? They don't have a trash problem. They have a collection scheduling problem.
Yes.
I just believe in calling things correct. Maybe that's my business mind, but I believe in when you say it wrong, it gets heard wrong. No, they don't have a trash problem. They have a logistics in scheduling pickups problem. Yes, that's trash trucks. What would I say is the problem? What would I say? Okay, here we go. See if I can break this down to you. Let's see if we can do some simple conversation. What would I say the problem is? So the problem is that one thing that you will notice when you're driving through Panama is that there aren't any not many collection dumpsters. So what we're used to as dumpsters. So because of that, and Panama City as a community has grown. There's many more people here than there used to be. So you will find in your neighborhood, there are steel raised crates that can really only hold, at best, 2 regular kitchen trash bags, at best. Your trash might not get picked up, but once a week, once every 2 weeks. So what do you think is going to happen to a crate that can only hold, at best, 1 to 2 kitchen bags? In some of these areas, I'm just going some, and that's what, because you're going to see a trash. So the trash starts to collect, and that's why when I say when you go look at these condos, one of your questions with your realtor needs to be, where is trash dropped off at? Because that's going to make an ugly eyesight to you every time you leave or pull up if the trash is not in a secure area. What do you mean by that, Cass? Let me tell you. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I'm going to show you. In our building, or gate. So although we, meaning Cedric and I, or no tenant has to take their trash down, our trash is picked up off of our floors. See if I can. So you take your trash out there and the porter picks it up 3 days a week. He picks up the trash. And closed. You can't even see it. But in some of these other areas, let's just say I was over here. I'm just going to chime in here. They don't have a closed gated area. So they're going to put their trash right there on the corner every day and just let it pile up. Well, where there's trash, there's what? There you go. There's rodents, there's bugs, there's all of that. And so if you don't have a specific trash pickup location, like where it needs to be stored, and they don't really have a schedule, the trucks drive around until they see trash. Now, one thing about being right here next to El Presidente, y'all tell me, do y'all think El Presidente is going to let trash build up on this street? The answer is no. The answer is no. We're next to a president. She don't want to see no trash. She don't want to see no rats. She don't want to see no rodents. So realistically, I'm not going to exaggerate. We physically have trash pickup on this street 4 days a week. It comes on Sunday, it comes on Tuesday, it comes on Thursday, and it comes again on either Friday or Saturday. It depends. So yes, it comes back to back on the weekend. There is never any trash here. Those trucks come over here and pick up all the time. That's not the norm though. And there is no route. They drive until they see trash. As they see trash, they throw the trash in their truck. That's the problem. So the issue is scheduling. There is no logistics. There is no, at your condo, trash might get picked up on Monday, and they might not come back through again for 2-3 weeks. That's the issue. There is no scheduling. So when you're looking at these great condos, I don't care how beautiful they are, your realtor needs to be asking the property owner, the maintenance people, when is trash picked up? Because if that trash sits out there for 2-3 weeks, you're going to hate that. You're going to hate that. You're going to hate that. So just FYI, everything that glitters ain't gold, as they like to say. And boy, you talking about a stinky thing when you going past trash. And also imagine you being one of the condos that's located next to the trash pickup. Because you went to go view the condo, not realizing that the trash is dumped right outside your terrace. You had no idea that right underneath your terrace is where the trash accumulates. And in a week with 100 condo owners dumping trash out there, what you think that corner gonna look like? There you go. That's the issue. It's not a trash problem. It's a collection problem. There's no schedule, and there aren't any dumpsters. Very few dumpsters. I shouldn't say any. I hate that word. You don't see dumpsters prevalently in the city. And can you imagine? This is the city. Imagine what trash collection is out in these. Instead of keep telling me rural area. The further out you get, Panama City has better trash collection than these other areas. The further out you go, and what's considered further? Just 30 to 45 minutes outside of Panama City.
Correct.
Good luck getting your trash. Good luck getting your trash picked up.
You get your trash. They ain't gonna take it away.
Good luck. You better have a burn pit.
They probably burn it though. I mean, because we used to be in the country.
You better have a burn pit. I mean, I'm gonna be real. You better have a burn pit.
Dig a big hole, throw your trash in, man. You can burn trash in a pit for a couple of years before you have to dig another one.
That trash question is a very good question to ask in regards to condos. We had a whole list. We ain't saying y'all gotta do everything we do, but we done laid the blueprint out. Like I had a complete 35 question to ask on every single condo visit you do. Every single one. And it's everything from how often are the elevator service, how often do they observe the Jewish time. I'm sorry, I can't think of it right off the top of my head. I've been drinking, y'all. Sorry. But some elevators observe Jewish. It's reserved for Jewish culture during a special time. I'm not being funny. I just can't think of it right off the top of my head. You can only sometimes move during certain hours. You can also only have furniture delivered in certain hours. You want to know, is there a backup generator? If there is that generator just for the common areas, or does it also help, or does it also all the units? Is there a backup water supply? We just had this here, our pool. It was just filled because it was just painted. They just filled it up. We had no issues with water as far as our building because of the fact that we have a backup water. So if there's no water in the city, we still have water. That's an important question. Observing for the Sabbath. Thank you, Kingslayer. That's what it is. I couldn't think of it. Thank you for helping me with that. I couldn't think of it. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. So Panama City has a very large Jewish population. Some of your condos that are larger condos, they have certain elevators that are only observed for the Sabbath. You cannot go in there. If your building only has 1 or 2 or 3 elevators, you might not realize that there are going to be certain times of the day that you can't go up and down that one elevator.
That's why you got spares.
That could be important to you. So, again, these are some of the questions that I had posed in some of the areas that we did. You want to know when is the next gas inspection, because gas is killed for the whole building. Although every unit is being inspected, no one in the building is going to have gas until every unit has been passed. Some of these larger condos, you want the larger condos for the amenities, but think about it. This is a 400, 500, 600 unit condo building. Every last one of them buildings have to get inspected, and every last one of those condos have to get inspected before the gas will be turned back on.
So what does that mean, gas?
That means that no one will have gas until they've looked inside.
What's the significance?
Sometimes, because of snowbirds, some people won't give the gas company access, the fire department access to their unit, because they ain't even there. They back in New York. They back in UK. You imagine having a building full of tenants mad at you because your butt didn't give the gas company access to your unit, and now no one can get gas turned on. No one can get it on. It's not a matter, oh, you passed, let us turn your gas back on. No, it's killed in the entire building. No one is going to have it until they have touched and inspected every single unit. Every last one. So, once again, if you're not going to be here all the time, and then they give you notice, they tell you about a month in advance that it's time for you, specifically when they're coming to your building to do your inspection. If you know that people on your floor don't live in a condo all the time, they need to make sure that somebody else has access. Not only do Cedric and I have an automatic door on our front door here, we can grant access remotely, but we've also given codes to our immediate neighbor and to a person that's under the property management. And we did that because we don't want to be the ugly people that's holding up anything. If we happen to be on vacation, if we're at Seabreeze Jazz, if we're at anything, we don't want to be the people that's holding up anything that's something that needs to be inspected.
Where's Seabreeze?
Yeah. You're welcome, Grace. So Seabreeze was the one I was getting ready to talk about. So Seabreeze is in Panama City Beach, Florida, not Panama City, meaning here. So Seabreeze Jazz is a true smooth jazz festival. If you have ever been a fan of the Oasis, or if you listen to watercolors on Spotify, on Sirius, those are the artists. So it's Boney James, Brian Culbertson, Norman Brown, Jonathan Butler, Kim. I could go on and on. It's those kind of people. It's a 4-day festival in Panama City Beach, Florida. It sells out every year. They posted about a week ago. They got, I think, less than 30 tickets left. So if y'all get ready. Yeah. So this we go every year. We love it. This will be our fifth one going. Wayne, he's in the chat. He always goes as well. Y'all, if you go one time, you're going to want to keep going. I'm telling you, we have a good time. It's a grown folks. Grown folks get together. Jazz bring out grown folks. It's fun. It's a good time. This past year in Panama City Beach, Florida, Dub had on his Dub hat. And all of a sudden, he hears, Dub! Dub! He turned around, and it's a Butler Brigader sitting there going, man, I told my wife I was going to run into y'all here. So it's a good time. Panama City Beach, Florida. Seabreeze Jazz. Seabreze. Seabreeze Jazz Festival. A good time. Telling you. It's an outside concert now, y'all. It ain't no inside. Ain't no reserved seats inside. There are reserved sections. Platinum, silver, gold, and bronze. Those are reserved seats. But the concert itself is an outside, like sitting out there, like out there. It's real nice. Kingslayer, air conditioner is a must, meaning staying here in Panama, or you mean for a concert? I don't know which one you mean. I know chat kind of has a delay. Remember that trash that was in front of that nice house on the hill? We sure do, Perry. I think it was the governor's house, wasn't it?
Somebody big.
Yeah. It was the governor's house. And you're right, Miss Taylor. That trash can stink. Again. We do a lot of walking. So, there's probably nothing worse, like I said, depending on where your condo is located. We hear people say a lot of times, boy, we love you in Dove's View from that 20th floor and whatever. We love it. But baby, I can't do that height. Yeah, but
you want to be low.
You might not want to be too low either. Smell permeates. Sound is very low. So yeah, it can be. What else, mister?
Oh man, life good. It's just a lot of places to go and do. I was telling everybody, you can go to a different restaurant 3 times a day,
you sure
every
can.
day for months and never go to the
You
same
sure
place
can.
twice.
We have a chef. We haven't. That's y'all know that he comes 3 times a week, and I do cook, but not often.
Not anymore.
I just don't cook that often here. I mean, I do. I would say in the 6 months we've been here, I probably cook 5 times. I don't cook here. I cook in the Texas home. Texas home I cook. We love exploring here. We love exploring.
The streets.
The food is a different range of affordability. So you have stuff as inexpensive as a Fonda, which is a Panamanian local restaurants. Think of your Luby's, think of your Ryan's, but those are upscale. I'm being real. That's not what a Fonda is. I'm just saying it's a local in every neighborhood. Every neighborhood gonna probably have 20 Fondas. It's cafeteria buffet style type of a food. You really don't know what the menu is gonna be. It's whatever the ladies in the back feel like cooking.
I gotta be lady.
It typically is a choice of a rice. So that's a white rice, brown rice, a Panamanian rice, might be a coconut rice. It's a different rice. It typically starts with a rice. It'll then go with a protein, which can also be included with that is beans, but it could also be any of the meats. The meats might be an assortment of, you can say 8 to 10 different meats, easily. Everything from chicken to steak to beef to roast. It depends on how big the fonda is. So if you get a bean, then you can get one other protein. And then it's an ensalada. It's your side. So whatever that you want that to be, then it's your ensalada. Your salad can be anything from coleslaw to a traditional green salad, and then your drink. Your fonda prices might be $5 to $6 per person. So that's what I mean by economically. You got that, and then you also have fast food. Perry learned that. Our friend that's in chat. Your fast food is not as expensive as it is. So your Popeyes, what, $5.99? Well, yeah, for the combo. For the combo with the drink and everything, it's like $5. McDonald's can be sometimes pricey, but I'm gonna be real. You're not gonna want it. You're not gonna want the McDonald's burgers. You're not gonna want them. You're just not gonna want them.
Their beef is different.
The restaurant, the smash burgers, and a lot of your regular restaurants, their burgers are a lot more tastier than the McDonald's.
And cheaper.
And that's all of them. We said this before. The McDonald's burgers don't taste the same. The Burger King burgers don't taste the same. So don't just run to what you're used to. You think that's gonna be the same tasting of a burger that's in the U.S. It tastes totally different. Yeah, David, those steaks, $7.40 for 6 of them. 6 of them. And yes, I think there was a comment from a man that said, hey, to each their own. Hey, see, I don't argue with people. We don't try to argue with people. I think he said, yeah, but the meat is real tough. As I shared,
marinate, season.
I marinate my meat in the United States. Stop being nasty. I marinate my meat in the United States. I don't just take meat out the pack, wash it off, season it, and stick it on a skillet. My meat, I think about my meals as of what I'm going to cook. Even my chicken. My fried chicken, I let it sit in my buttermilk and eggs and mustard and a little bit of apple juice for, if not half a day in the refrigerator, sometimes overnight. So meat is how you make it. If you don't know how to cook, then I guess it might be tough to you because you need to marinate your meat. But I do that anyway. So I don't take meat just fresh out the pack and just throw it on. I mean, my meat it sits. Like I said, even my chicken I let sit. I let that seasoning get in there. That's that good food. What hell? So yeah, but those steaks, yeah, they were good. They were real good. So between eating out with our chef We just don't cook that much, and food and meals are very affordable. We didn't move here to not be able to do anything. The reason that y'all saw that it was very much important to us, that's why we don't have a $5,000 a month condo. That's why we don't have right at our limit on expenses. I mean, that's the best thing I can say. We could have gotten a $5,000 a month condo. We didn't want a $5,000 a month because then we're going to be stuck in the house.
Yep.
Then we're going to be stuck in the house. Now it's going to be, okay, you can't get the housekeeper, baby. You got to go in there and clean that mess yourself. You can't get the chef.
No, not that.
You can't afford it. You can't go eat out 4 times a week. You got to go in there and get some groceries.
Wait, 4 times?
Yeah.
We eat out a lot more than that.
What's up, Brian Baker? I remember y'all from Cali. We saw y'all on the street. Outside the pho restaurant. I remember y'all. I got a memory, baby. I don't meet a stranger, as my husband likes to say. I remember y'all. We took a photo.
Hell.
I don't forget people. I don't forget people. I know. He's talking about yes. I remember y'all. Sure do.
How you win an argument on somebody who don't never forget nothing? You can't.
Because you shouldn't be in an argument.
No, I'm gonna argue.
Everybody know happy wife, happy life.
See, that's wrong. Forgive for husband, happy life.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Just let it go. Let it go. But yeah, so that's why we didn't do anything up to our maximum budget.
Nah.
Not being at our maximum budget, we can now enjoy Panama.
Yes.
We just enjoy it. We enjoy a great time. We enjoy going to the different restaurants. We enjoy the nightlife. We enjoy having fun. We enjoy getting drinks.
You drink.
Just everything. Came across another one the other day. Blue
Moon tap.
Blue Tap. Something. It's in Multi-Plaza Mall. So if y'all are ever coming, for those that are coming here and you're always asking a good hotel. Okay, so I hate when people always ask that because I can't answer because good is at the discretion. Somebody might sit there and say a $30 hotel a night for them is good enough.
Yeah.
And somebody else might sit there and say, baby, I ain't touching nothing that don't have 2 separate bathrooms, 2 separate rooms, a kitchen, a door. I mean,
That would be her.
so that's why you can't say good. So what I like to say is a good place to start is if you have never been to Panama City ever, I wouldn't start with a less nationally known brand of a hotel until you get here. You might not want to do your Panama hotels, your I can't think of any other local, not even hostels, just your locally known Panamanian hotels. Stick with your Hiltons, stick with your Marriotts, stick with your Rios, stick with your, y'all know what I'm saying. Once you get here, even if you just do 2-3 days, do 2-3 days there. Once you get here, then once you go check out the other hotel that you're thinking that you might want to do, then go do that. A lot of local hotels have been known to be a little not the truth in what they rooms and accommodations look like.
You ain't gonna know till you open the door anyway.
So I've had more than one Butler Brigader tell me that they walked in and walked out. I had one, her name is Miss Deb. I just love her. We call her the chicken lady. She's so sweet. She said that she tried to do one because she had got in late. And she said that was on her. She got in late. She went straight on call. She thought that $40 a night hotel was going to be something. And in the middle of the night, she said all kind of stuff was crawling on top of her head. She felt it in her hair, on her head. She jumped up. She turned the lights on, and everything got to scattering. And she said, including her. Including her. She said, including her. She jumped up and was gone. So, that's what I mean. Stick with your knowns until you get here and figure it out. You might also find, don't book too many days of a hotel until you find out about that hot water.
Oh yeah.
Have y'all heard about the hot water in Panama?
Please tell.
I don't think we've ever talked about the hot water in Panama, Doug.
It never affected us.
So, Cedric and I have been very fortunate with the hotel, the Airbnb, and the condo we ended up booking, renting. We haven't had hot water issues. We've heard of hot water issues. And hold on, let me clarify that. In our condo, the one we ended up renting, there was a hot water issue, but not because of the plumbing or the issue. There was a plastic pipe on the hot water, and it should have been a metal pipe. I'm not a plumber, but for y'all of you out there that are plumbers, everybody know that plastic melts in heat, right? Melt in heat. So if you don't have, you need the hot water to be connected to a metal pipe, so therefore as it gets hot, it stays hot. So the problem was the continuation of the hot water, because just like in the United States, y'all, if you don't have somebody that come behind somebody and check what they doing, things get connected wrong. They get connected wrong. But we quickly find out it wasn't a plumbing, it wasn't a flow of the water in the building. There was a plastic pipe, and there should have been a metal pipe. What's up, Monica? How you doing? So what you will find here in Panama, that's why I say don't book your condo for too many days in advance, because if you Airbnb, if you do a 30 days, you might get stuck with a 30 days. And then you're going to find out that the condo doesn't have good hot water. Panama City in particular, that's what I can talk on. It is known for not having, and some of these condos, they don't have a lot of hot water. They have small tanks. Small tanks. And what do I mean by a lot of hot water? I mean, like, you might be able to take two people. First off, Cedric can't take a shower and I be doing dishes. I can't be washing a load of clothes and he take a shower.
Nah. I'm actually cold.
It's gonna be cold. Yeah. And when I say cold, I mean cold. I don't mean warm. No. I mean cold.
Who knew water can be this cold in house?
You're not gonna be able to have, because we have a 3-bathroom. He ain't gonna be able to be in the shower. I ain't gonna be able to be in the shower. You think you're gonna both have hot water. That's what I mean by hot water problems. You wanna make sure that your condo, your hotel, wherever you at, is not gonna have no hot water problems. That's again one of the questions that I put in my, when you go walk these units, if they don't have the water turned on, don't you rent that unit yet. Don't you rent it yet. I want you to go through and turn on hot water in every sink and turn it on in the shower and see, does the hot water go cold in 2 minutes? It won't be long. If it goes cold in 2 minutes, don't rent it.
Hey, like I told you, 2 minutes is forever.
If it goes cold in 2 minutes, don't rent it. Don't rent it. You're going to have issues your whole entire time staying in that condo. And ladies, if you like to shampoo your hair at home, I don't know too many people that can shampoo their hair and rinse it out in 2 minutes.
Girl, you pre-treated with the shampoo.
Know, you gonna have
like
to.
On Monday, and
You're
then
right.
On Tuesday, you rinse it out.
Yeah. Any recommendations for an Airbnb? You know what? That's just going to be real hard. ZGM. We stayed in ours, and it didn't have those. It didn't have the issues of the hot water. It did have low water pressure. We didn't have the hot water issue, but it would eventually start trickling down. But it was also I showed you the condo tower. It was a large size condo. The higher up you are on a floor, sometimes the lower water pressure you're going to have. The water has to come from the ground up. It's coming from the thing up. The higher up you are, you might lose pressure. Yeah, I can't do no 2 minute. I'm with you, not a 2 minute shower. That's a little high. I got to shave my legs. I got to relax. I got to let the water hit me.
You ain't got to.
We don't have those issues in our condo. But that is a check that you're going to want to do. When you go in them condos, don't just be impressed by the prettiness or that it look right or you finally found your one. Turn that water on. Turn it on in every sink. Every sink, every shower. See how long it take that hot water to go off. If you're going to have issues with the hot water, it's going to typically go off within not go off. It's going to get cold within 2 to 3 minutes. Within 2 to 3 minutes, you're going to be like, yeah, this is going to be a problem. So just know that. That's why it is more to looking at condos than just going in going,
ooh, that's pretty.
Ooh, this pretty. It really is. It's more than, ooh, this pretty. And if you don't go in looking at stuff as far as, is this going to work? There's not much you can do about low water pressure, you guys. There's just not much you can do.
No, ain't nothing you can do.
There's not a pipe you can do. There's not a hose you can change. You just going to have low water pressure the whole time you staying there.
So don't do it.
I just wouldn't do it. There is no fix. There is no fix. For us, there was a fix for us. So if you do find that the hot water is going cold, in case some of y'all missed what I said, check the connector to your hot water heater, which is typically in your laundry room. As a matter of fact, let me just go show you what I mean.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. This is what you're looking for. So check your connector. When I say that there should be a metal, and I don't know if it's called metal, it might be something else. There might be some plumbers in here. This to the hot water should be metal. That should be metal. Ours looked like this over here. And that's why the hot water was not getting hot. So you have these individual hot water heaters, gas heaters. These are gas heaters in or furnaces, whatever you like to call it, in all your condo units. Okay? So that shouldn't be like that and not like this. And it was like that. Something else under the sinks, which is going to be the same thing, under the sink, if you find that it is not staying hot, it's the same thing. Okay? Same thing. So ours was not connected with this. This was added afterwards. That should have been metal. And it was like this plastic type stuff. That's what it was. That's why it wasn't staying hot. Okay? And so if you find that it is correct, that it is the correct thing, but it is not staying hot, if your find is not staying hot and that's the right stuff that's on there, that's what it is. It's too loud.
You left.
So that's what it is. It's typically that. Not, I'm just telling you, that make sure that that's what's checked. If you just fall in love with the condo and you're like, let me go open up, David Ford wants to know how can he get that list. Are you in our WhatsApp group, David? Yeah, he is jamming, HJ. He jamming.
Hey.
Our love.
Oh, y'all can hear that?
Yeah, they can hear. They heard it. He jamming.
This is what I do.
Dub, David, if you're in our WhatsApp group, and if you're not, send an email to DemButlers972@gmail.com.
DemButlers.
DemButlers972@gmail.com. And tell me that you want the list. I'll definitely send it to you. Anybody else that want it. But if you're in the WhatsApp group, it's under the knowledge subgroup. If you're in the WhatsApp group, the residential checklist is in the knowledge subgroup in the WhatsApp group. When you go to the knowledge subfolder, in the search thing, put move-in checklist or residential checklist, and it'll come up. But if you're not in there, if you join the WhatsApp group, the reason I'm telling you, just send me an email, because if you join the WhatsApp group, you're not going to be able to see it anyway. Because in WhatsApp, you can only see things from the moment you join forward.
There's no history for you.
There's no history. That's correct. There you go. Any plans to do a video in Santa Maria area? It looks like a lovely suburb. So here we go, Glenn. That's a one, the Glenn D or Glenn D1. Cedric and I, our format, our niche is not showing neighborhoods. It's nothing wrong with it. No. It's just not something that's our area. You know, you got to find what you like and what you're interested in. We personally don't necessarily just go around just kind of showing things. There are plenty of people that do. And that was a great question. I don't take offense to it or anything of that nature. I want you to be clear on that. You will see us sometimes showing the day in our life as we're just out and about. But when I say we ain't never at home, y'all, when we share that footage of sometimes, we might upload 1 or 2 a day in the life videos, but we not home every day of the week. We just don't take out our camera and start recording. We just enjoy it. There's a lot of people. One, if you don't follow her, is a broad ability. Love the fact that she shows a lot of the areas. And then it's the other retired couple, the Caucasian couple, the older gentleman.
Computers, something seniors.
Yeah, something seniors. They do a lot of neighborhood areas.
That's their niche.
That's their niche. That's just not something we do, but we recommend. We ain't out here.
Expat seniors,
something like that. We're not out here like separate but equal. If you watch us, you can't watch them. Baby, we watch people.
You do. All time.
But if you're into the neighborhoods and you want to see people, we 100% uh, laptop seniors.
Laptop. Yeah,
You're right, Monica. You're right. Laptop seniors. Yeah. Watch them and watch your broad ability. Their whole niche is showing you not only condos and units, but neighborhoods. As a matter of fact, laptop seniors most of the time will walk it.
Yep.
They take theirs out. They get out the car. Butlers in the email. It is butlers. That is correct. So it's plural. DemButlers 972@gmail.com. Not only can you request that list, you can request access to the WhatsApp group, and we'll definitely let you join. We will give you access to the WhatsApp group. Yeah, we're going on almost 2 hours on this in 5 minutes.
We ain't been on this.
Hour and a half.
You have no concept of time.
Hour and a half. Hello from Tallahassee. What's up, Robert Jackson? Okay, Darlene saying she's going to go into the WhatsApp group. Absolutely. Darlene, absolutely. So just go into the WhatsApp group and go to the knowledge subgroup. So we have our groups divided by interest, in case y'all are not familiar. And please try to stay on topic in the thread. So as y'all are joining, that's a little housekeeping there for everybody.
Yeah.
We love the fact that everybody is engaging with everyone and you're meeting people. And you're sitting there going, oh, your favorite color is blue. My favorite color is blue.
Is it Air Force blue or navy blue or is it sky blue?
Y'all, we love it. But once it starts going to a more personal conversation between just you and a couple of people, respect the thread and take it offline. What does take it offline mean? It means just start a private conversation between you and those 2-3 people. Just it. You know, everybody might not necessarily want to hear that y'all are discussing the color blue in the food group.
And here's another nugget for those groups. When or if you join, go ahead and mute the notifications.
I will mute the notifications.
Or you will be up all night hearing ding, ding,
yeah.
ding.
I will want Cedric and I are admins and we have our notifications, man. Keep in mind we're admins on all 18 of the subgroups. You're gonna go crazy having them notifications go off. So 100% you're gonna want to have it on mute.
Yeah,
you're gonna want to have it on mute.
There's no time frame or
we don't have a
post anytime you want to.
We don't have a quiet hour.
No.
We've been asked to do that, and we prefer that every individual is allowed to, if you don't want to be in the group, turn your notifications on silent. You can archive the group, meaning unless you go to it, you don't see anything about it. So we prefer to let everybody be in control of their own sound. Police yourself. Because who's to say that what is nighttime for you, it might not be nighttime for someone else. We have worldwide brigaders.
That's true.
We have people in Africa that is part of the brigade. We got people in the United States, the UK. Costa Rica, Jamaica. So what's nighttime for you might be daytime for somebody else. So that's why we don't have a posting time. That's why. So it is what it is. Just if you don't want to be bothered and you feel like you want to be quiet time, mute your notifications.
Yeah. For the groups that you're in.
Yeah.
Not for your phone.
HJ Young, third time my wife and I will be there this Thursday for the weekend. Where's the brigade at? What did we just say, HJ?
But I just got on here, Cass. I don't know what you just said.
Oh, we're going to be a little bit of everywhere. I think this coming up next weekend. Friday is...
next week is bad for me.
Yeah, Dub is having a little minor surgery. Minor. Very minor, y'all. He going to be
minor
good.
to me. I'm going to be under anesthesia. I'm going to be unconscious.
He don't have to be unconscious.
I'm going to be because I don't want to see what's going to happen.
Have to be under anesthesia. So Mr. Man is going to get them bunions taken care of, or bunion. So those of y'all that saw that Incon Hill video, some of the tiredness of Dub was that his feet were hurting. His foot was hurting. He's been dealing with a foot pain. I've never had a bunion, but from my understanding, bunions are not fun. They're not fun. So, and then he also had about, 30 more pounds on you, baby?
Yep.
He had about 30 more pounds of weight on him and a hurt foot. So he's since lost that 30 pounds. And now he can get that foot taken care of.
She's trying to get me healthy so she can kill me.
It's all good. HJ Young, no, you're good. If you're in the WhatsApp chat group, make sure you coming back for the third time, HJ Young. You should be in the WhatsApp chat group. Make sure you're in that and you're going to be able to know
what's going
the
on
different stuff that we got going on. You don't want to be coming back and forth to Panama. You ain't in the group. You missing out on lifelong connections.
Yeah,
Thank
that's right.
y'all for that. So a couple folks said they're gonna be praying for you, Doug.
Hey,
Oh, by
appreciate
all
that,
means,
y'all.
don't think it that we don't take any surgery lightly.
No, because
Cedric and I never do. Hey, there are a lot of people that's going in for minor things that
They never came
unfortunately
back.
they didn't come out. When I say that it's a minor surgery, I mean it's not like open heart surgery. That's what I mean. But hey, a surgery is a surgery.
It's major to me, y'all.
A surgery is a surgery. So for doctor said for about 4 to 6 weeks, depending
have a boot
on
on.
how he heals, he's gonna have a boot on.
I'm an old man.
He gonna have a boot
Heal
on.
slow.
But you know, he gonna be back in the United States, so he was gonna be sitting around anyway. Hopefully he don't gain that 30 pounds back that he lost.
I'm in the danger zone. I'm gonna be laying up watching TV and, wait on hand and foot, maybe.
David Ford said he feel you on that foot pain. You know, we don't know if the bunion, I guess at the end of the day it don't really matter. We don't know if it's genetics or if it's he was involved in 2 major things that are bad on your feet.
Hey, wait. First of all, it ain't just a bunion. I mean, a bunion, you can get some Amersol and try to cure that. No, a big toe, y'all, is moving. It's 18 degrees off center of where it's supposed to be. So you got to have surgery to correct that.
So apparently bunions are in stages. So there's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. He's at the end of stage 1, about to go into stage 2. The difference of that is what the recuperation and what the surgery is going to be to fix it or repair it. Right now, because he's currently still in stage 1, he's able to get basically 1 incision, and they're going to do whatever they do.
The bone. When
cut
she
the
say
bone.
incision, it ain't just the skin, it's cut
But
the bone.
the more developed into your stages, it could be more surgery and more recuperation time. So yeah, that's him. So
That'll be all right.
he used to say all the time. We used to him and the kids used to play volleyball in the street. Yeah, I know y'all hood. We in the suburbs being hood, playing volleyball in the street.
Ain't nobody in the hood playing volleyball.
He said for the longest time, playing against them kids, they made him jam his toe, and that's what made his toe hurt. He has claimed all these years that playing volleyball jammed his toe.
That's right.
And that wasn't it. He's had a bunion. But yeah, he came from 2 different things that we feel were definitely the essence to his foot. One was he was in the marching band. And y'all ever seen them ugly black shoes they have to wear, and he had to march.
They're white.
You're white.
That's a little serotonin.
That's probably the one that took us to San Blaise.
It's possible.
And they're coming back. And the other one was he was in ROTC. So he had to march with that one too.
I don't know. I was in the military too.
Yeah. So neither one of those was good on your feet. What's up, Earl B? How's it going? We're gonna go about another 15 more minutes or so. I know y'all done came in. Y'all done came in, left boys. Y'all know that's some talking. Somebody sit here and talk for 2 hours. So what else, mister?
I don't know.
I talked about everything.
Tapped out.
Ain't tapped out.
See?
So yeah, he got that little minor surgery this week.
Yeah,
So y'all,
minor surgery.
y'all, you know what? We have found that the healthcare here, that's a good one to segue to. Y'all, our health has so drastically
outstanding.
improved.
Yeah,
For those of you that have had, man, this is just so much I can say about healthcare.
Just do it,
So,
girl. We got time.
We have found that number one, have our overall health improved in Panama. Our overall health has improved in Panama because
Physically
of the
and
fact that, physically and mentally, the food is, in our opinion, better quality of food.
No
Better
preservatives.
quality. Better quality. We're more active. You know, you don't just go into your garage and get in your car and drive in your car and drive away.
What car, Cass?
So you're walking. Even if it's nothing but just walking around the block of a couple places where you're walking more in the month, you're just walking. And then I think overall our mental spirit, and your mental has a lot to do with the fact of you're not engulfed into the
Stupidity.
that really love life. You will also find this is not being funny. You will find that your family just don't bother you with they stuff. And I don't know, it's because of the fact that they just feel like, well, you ain't here, so
You can't do nothing.
you can't do nothing anyway. So you're not, I don't know, y'all know how they said misery loves company. So you just find that, if you keep getting too many phone calls from folks, my dog died, my mama don't love me, my job done did cutbacks, you just keep hearing so much of that, it eventually bogs you down. It just does. It bogs you down. And so we were removed from that. So mentally, also, our spirits were better. So when we then got here, although we came with very minor pre-existing health conditions, I do keep saying, like I said, Cedric came with a hurt foot.
I broke down.
And somebody would sit there and go, baby, that's so minor. That ain't nothing. That's what we mean. There are people out there that suffer from much more major health issues than what we came here with. And mine was arthritis of my knees that I've had for years. The medicine that I was denied every single time to be able to get, doctors tried to write it off, whatever they call it, off brand, off script.
Generic.
No, it's not generic. It's like when they try to write it for a reason that you're not diagnosed for. I can't think of what it's called, but yeah, it was denied all the time. Yeah, it was denied, and so, but it was such an important medicine for me that we paid out of pocket $1,200 a month for almost 2 years. We come here, same medicine is approved. Same medicine, 100% approved, off label. Thank you, Robert Jackson. Off label, approved. My body doesn't. Y'all saw y'all that rain that just happened? If this was the United States, I would be rubbing my knees. I'd be hurting. I'd be on about 2 Tylenol PMs already. That's Tylenol PM. That's that's that green stuff that you put on. It's not Febreze. I keep Febreze with you spray.
Oh, you gonna put my secret out there?
I know.
Icy hot?
I know, but it's kind of like icy hot. It's kind of like Bengay and icy hot. I would have had all that. Yeah,
Hey,
you
Bengay
heard me
come
right.
unscented.
The African wolf. Yes, I was paying $1,200 a month to not be in pain and not have inflammation. So along with the pain, I had a lot of inflammation to the point I was coughing up phlegm. My body it was retaining a lot of inflammation. By me being pre-diabetic once in my life, I was able to get this medicine. They found out that way of getting my A1C levels back down so that I wouldn't be 5.8 or whatever the level was. They got me back down, whatever the number was. I really don't forget. Whatever it was, they got me back out of being pre-diabetic. I realized I'm not coughing up phlegm no more. My knees haven't been hurting. That diabetes medicine got rid of my inflammation. And so when I then was no longer pre-diabetic, I'm like, wait a minute. I don't want to come off this diabetes medicine. But no doctor would prescribe it. They would not prescribe it for me. So, yeah, you're right, Robert. They want you to keep coming back. You're absolutely right. Keep coming back. So here, not only are we finding, wow, I could go on and on. My inflammation is almost 100% gone. I would probably say if being in pain every day since I was 18 in the United States, my worst day have been 10s. I might be a 1 on some days. A 1. I don't even feel pain anymore. My inflammation is almost gone. Cedric he said today, he said, you realize I don't take allergy medicine no more? He totally stopped taking allergy medicine, but in the United States, he was taking it every single day. He has much sinusitis. He has the kind of sinusitis that constant nasal drip and constant ear itching. Constant all that. Hasn't had it. What's up, Maxine? Hello. He also dealt with migraines, which now sounds like that is getting ready to get rid of. Like literally, they have this. It's
y'all about to get in the body scan.
RTMS therapy. Look it up. RTMS therapy. Theta Salute. For those of you that are online right now, go to thetasalud.com. That's THETASALUD.com. Not only are they a weight loss location, but they deal with systemic things. So your stem cells, internal. They start with a doctor who is a scientist. So some might call it alternative medicine, some might call it holistic, but they're all about curing your body, not prescribing you medicine. Let's get rid of the inflammation, Cass. Let's get rid of your migraines. And I'm not going to go into all the other things because that's HIPAA. I know HIPAA's like the United States, but you don't want to just be telling somebody. But the things that have been issues for us, they're getting rid of those, not prescribing us medicines. That's what we mean by Panama City. The United States is supposed to be this dominant country, but unfortunately, I see that the healthcare industry is driven by billionaires, and it's driven by pharmaceutical billionaires. That's my personal belief. This is not a negative thing about eating up the United States. I would not have probably known that if we had never left the United States.
That's right. You would.
I would have thought that the United States was one of the most recognized and dominant forces in medicine. I definitely would have. I would have probably argued somebody that. because we're a dominant country. When it comes to curing ailments, when it comes to you feeling better, Panama can run circles around the United States. And I mean that. And there are many people in the brigade that have told us, from coming down here to having dental surgery, to coming down here dealing with life chronic diseases, lupus, cancer, anxiety. Those things are being cured, and they're being fixed at a substantially financially reduced rate. So Panama will probably always have a piece of my heart, because it's a major force in my life as far as feeling better. Until you've been in pain every day, don't tell me what you won't do to not be in pain. And that's about the best thing I can tell anybody. Don't tell me what you won't do to not be in pain. Don't nobody like being in pain.
Nobody.
So yeah, Theta Salute, THETA SALUD, Theta Salute. Hello, everyone. A fuller life now. Love your title. Love your title. The wife retired on October 27. You're doing your recon work now. Can't wait to relocate. The thought of being looked at as a man, not a black man. Wow. You want to speak on that, Cedric?
Let's do it, man.
No, talk about it. I'm going to tell people about the black man, because you told me that's a different feeling. You shared that with me.
Well, it's a thing when you get here, nobody's looking at you and they're afraid of you. Now, this is some folks that look just like you. In fact, until you speak, they think you're Panamanian to start with. It's just the racism that exists elsewhere. That's not a thing here. And if it is a thing here, man, I don't recognize it. And I grew up in the Deep South. I've seen racism of all types. And it's just beautiful here. I don't have any, I don't want to go rah-rah for Panama, but it's legit here, man. It's people treat you like a person, and we're the only people, we being black people from North America, who say that we're black or we're this. We gotta donate a color to ourselves.
That's correct.
We're just people, and that's it. And that's how Panamanians see it. You're a person.
If they categorize you with anything, it's really funny. They say you're from the United States.
That's right.
But they're going to say he's from the United States, just like he's going to say a non-melanated person is from the United States. Panama doesn't see it as, oh, you're black from the United States, or they do the African American or the black American. They don't do that. And like Cedric said, that's what he was getting at with that. It's us as Americans that go, you're black American, you're African American, you're Latin, you're Spanish, you're this. Nah, it's not here.
Nah.
It's beautiful.
It is.
It's a beautiful. The country itself, the people are so loving and kind. We have had nothing. No country is perfect.
No.
We're going to always say that. No country is perfect. Don't come down here thinking it's getting ready to be rainbows and
unicorns
and I don't know, all the different things you get. Yeah, all that. It ain't going to be that. Because no country is perfect.
Oh, you're fine about that.
No, it's good. But as long as you know that no country is perfect, then you're going to come down here and enjoy yourself.
Hey, here's a secret. When you get here, don't look at the news at all in the United States. At all. Now you're in a bubble. And yes, you are in a bubble immediately so, but you're in a happy bubble. We can look at the news here locally. Now we can read some, but we have to go to it and find it. It ain't blasting in our face. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love it. Ignorance is bliss.
We definitely stay away from the news. You're going to find that your better time is staying away from the news.
Yep. Can't tell you what's going on back home. Don't know. Don't care. You know why? I ain't there.
Hey.
But what if you have a natural disaster back home? That's why I got insurance. Ain't nothing I can do about it anyway.
Yeah. Not going to do about it. We have insurance. We're good. It's, except for caring about our loved ones. That's what we care about. But that's everybody. I don't have to watch the news to care about my loved ones.
That's right.
That's called pick up the phone and talk to them. That's all that is. I like that.
I know, but see?
Who was that?
It's either the barge or a switch.
I think it's the barge. Who sung Dream?
We need a little bit more context than Dream.
They can hear it. They can hear it. I know they can hear it.
Can y'all hear this music? Somebody give me something in the chat.
Thumbs up if you can hear the music. Thumbs up. Yeah, you can see a thumbs up if you can hear the music. I think it's a switch.
I think it's switched too, but it's not. It's the barge. I know that's one of the bars singing, but I think he was in switch when this song came out. I know P might know.
I think P been gone. I think P said probably thumbs up. Yep, they can hear it. Thumbs up. We can hear it. They can hear it. They jamming. They said that's why they said you jamming. The rain done stopped. They back walking the park. Cedric and I say, you know what the weather gonna do when you see how the Panamanians outside walking. And being right here at the park, when they start back walking the park, you know, the rain is gone. So that's it. It did its thing. To see.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna pause it.
No. Go ahead. I think that's the sister though. I think that's Bunny.
Man, that's a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, go on putting Bunny. Bunny was with the bar.
Hey. See. Stick in your life.
And Melissa said, I'm too young to know whose song this is. Oh, Lord. Rub it in, Melissa. Rub it in, Melissa. It's all good. It's good. All right, y'all. Well, I said I was going to get to that 100 minute. I'm with 6 minutes over. So we appreciate y'all hanging with us on this Saturday afternoon.
We listen to Patty now.
Yeah.
Somebody loves you, baby.
Say it again.
Hey, I don't want to do it to you.
Everybody that's coming in this group said we're in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm originally from Buffalo, New York. My wife is from Pennsylvania, right outside Pittsburgh, Johnstown. Do you get American sports over there all day long?
Yes, it's NFL
now,
Network.
Do you get it on regular Panamanian TV?
Couldn't tell you.
Or do you get it on like your Roku Fire Stick device type thing? So I'm assuming you mean that.
NFL Network works.
NFL Net. And if ever in doubt, there's a lot of American hotels that show a lot of the sports. So even if you don't want to go, you don't want to go to Daiquiri 23, which they have sports. Your Hiltons, your Marriotts, all day bars show American sports. So yeah, that's a lot. All right, thanks y'all. Live y'all. Hope to meet you one day. We appreciate you, HJ Young. All right, everybody. Peace out. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging on this live. Have to do this again another time. Peace out.